Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today for our first Contractor Connection of 2026. Today, we'll be learning more about the Clean Energy Incubator Program hosted by Innovation DuPage and exploring how they support clean energy entrepreneurs and small businesses across Chicagoland and beyond, just like you. My name is Matt Watson, and I am the Communications Manager at Illinois Green Alliance, where I oversee all of our communications, marketing, and content creation efforts, including at our project here, the Building Energy Hub. We're very excited to have you all here today on this beautiful Friday. But before I introduce today's speaker and we dive into the education portion of the program, I just wanted to briefly go over who the Hub is and what we do. The Building Energy Hub is Illinois' trusted resource center for building professionals and small business owners seeking practical solutions to improving building performance. We created the Hub and its education programs to help commercial and multifamily building owners, developers, operators, property managers, contractors, and municipal and community partners with the planning, financing, and implementation of building retrofits. The Hub provides practical approaches to meet energy efficiency compliance requirements, clear pathways to building performance and energy efficiency improvements, access to funding resources and incentive programs, and real-world examples of successful energy efficiency implementation, all things that you will hear about today. And with that, I'd like to introduce and pass things along to today's speaker, Arlinda Bajrami, who is Interim Program Manager for the Clean Energy Incubator at Innovation DuPage. Arlinda will provide an overview of what the Clean Energy Incubator Program is, who it serves and who can qualify to join, and dive into the program's many benefits for small business participants. After the presentation, we will have a Q&A session, so feel free to drop any questions you have into the chat while the program is going on, and we will answer them in the order that they are received at the end. With that, I'll pass it on to Arlinda.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everyone, and welcome, and thank you for joining us today. And I'll get started. So next slide. And this is Innovation DuPage, a nonprofit incubator based in Glen Ellen, DuPage County, Illinois. Next slide. So we usually like to play that video to introduce folks to who Innovation DuPage is and highlight our journey and accomplishments over the past 7 years. So Innovation DuPage has existed for 7 years in DuPage County. As the video showed, Innovation DuPage has grown into this robust ecosystem in the area. We're currently supporting over 400 companies and residents, meaning that they are actively engaged with our programs and our resources. And currently, right now, we have more than 200 active members. These companies represent over 67 million in annual revenue and support more than 1,000 jobs across the region that have been created. Also, at the forefront, we do really value equity and access, and they're a core values to our mission. And 68% of our companies are actually women and minority locally owned, and 56% are based in DuPage County, and 40% of the founders identify as low to moderate income. We've also invested heavily in education, providing over 200 plus internships for companies, and all while taking zero equity in our member companies, which is really unique and really different amongst other incubators and accelerator programs that really exist across the country. Next slide. So this, we also like to demonstrate and show some of the awards that not only has Innovation DuPage won, but several of our members have also received numerous awards and recognition across Illinois. And also this helps honor and amplify our entrepreneurs and their stories, and demonstrates how Innovation DuPage actually works closely with the College of DuPage, supporting economic growth and innovation across the region. Next slide. One of the things that we actually pride ourselves in, and which makes Innovation DuPage unique, is that we are industry agnostic. About half of our companies are tech or tech enabled, while the other half are Main Street businesses. So this can mean anywhere from supporting software platforms to battery technology and to consumer products, food businesses, and different hospitality ventures too. This, shows the diversity of our ecosystem and really encourages cross collaboration, cross industry collaboration amongst our members too. Next slide. So I have another short video, and this focuses on our Clean Energy Incubator Program specifically.
Innovation DuPage is launching the Clean Energy Incubator Program, a game changer for emerging entrepreneurs in clean tech. This program offers Innovation DuPage's outstanding resources, expert mentorship, and hands-on cohort-based training designed for the demands of clean energy businesses. The best part? It's available at no cost. Thanks to the funding from the Climate and Equitable Jobs Act, this groundbreaking program is advancing clean energy innovation while opening doors for underserved communities.
What it is you guys do at Innovation DuPage?
We're a business incubator and accelerator, but we're starting to focus now on clean energy. We just got a grant from the state of Illinois focusing on incubating clean energy companies. But about 10% of our members right now are focused on clean energy, including Natural Science, who's with us today.
What have you done to make this a lot more eco-friendly?
We've developed a technology to magnetize oil and chemicals.
We came up with a technology that ultimately it removes lead from drinking water.
You can go inside a big building. You can tell if it's efficient or inefficient and how to make it more efficient.
That is correct. Within 20 minutes, I can do that.
This could be huge for the climate crisis.
It's the only thing that's going to really make a big impact.
Make a big impact. Elevate your business. Change the world. Visit innovationdupage.org and apply today.
Next slide.
Innovation DuPage.
So as the slide mentioned, that video, we also have a program called the Clean Energy Incubator Program, which is funded and supported by the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity through CEJA, the Climate and Jobs Equitable Act. As the video showed too, we are really providing, and we really want to provide wraparound services to help clean energy entrepreneurs start, grow, and scale, especially those from historically underserved communities. There are currently 6 CEJA-supported incubators across the state, ensuring geographic reach while advancing economic equity, access to clean energy, careers, and community resilience. And you can learn more about these incubators and where they exist in the state. We are one of them. And that website I will drop in the chat. It is a DCEO CEJA website, but I'll do a deeper dive about our specific incubator here at Innovation DuPage. Next slide. So for our incubator, for the Clean Energy Incubator Program, because we've already existed as an incubator for the past 7 years, once you become a member of our Clean Energy Incubator Program, you're also able to access a full premium membership, which is at no cost. And that consists of various things such as co-working space, meeting rooms, business development tools and training, marketing exposure. We're also developing a subsidized internship program currently too. And then we will also launch and kick off our first cohort-based training starting actually next week on March 5th for 13 companies that are going to be part of this cohort training. And then also you're able to access possibly like low cost capital, different grant opportunities, different financing, investor opportunities, and even more once you're a member of the Clean Energy Incubator Program. Next slide. So this kind of gives you an overview in general for our business incubation for Innovation DuPage. It doesn't matter if you're part of the Clean Energy Incubator Program or not, but in general, Innovation DuPage offers a tiered membership starting at $50 per month, increasing depending on what services your business needs. Many entrepreneurs start at a lower tier, and then we often can subsidize some of these membership costs as well through scholarships and whatnot. For the Clean Energy Program specifically, they're able to access all of these resources at zero cost. And you can see a little bit more on the slide. If you're, for Clean Energy Incubator Program, you can access business advisements, you can access market research databases that we have, you can access individualized mentorship as well. And again, like a co-working space, you're able to access also just additional resources we have with different research institutions and universities like Northern Illinois, NIU University. We have different programs with them that you're also able to access once you're part of our incubator. Next slide. And so I want to dive a little bit deeper into our cohort-based training. So Innovation DuPage has done cohort-based training for various years now, and we're basing off our Clean Energy Incubator cohort-based training off of these two right here that are on the screen, the Owner to CEO and the Owner to CEO Construction. These have been done in partnership with the Hispanic American Construction Industry Association, also known as HACIA. So we've actually been able to graduate 147 companies across 13 cohorts that we've already hosted, and plus in addition, now we're going to kick off our Clean Energy Incubator Program next week. And a little bit more, so some folks kind of, want to understand a little bit more what this cohort training is. And you kind of view it, we like to call it too, and view it as a mini MBA style program focused on applying different business fundamentals directly to help the company grow and entrepreneurs' company expand as well. Next slide. And I'm going to dive a little bit deeper in our Clean Energy Incubator Program. So the Clean Energy Incubator Cohort Program is going to be a 13-week experience, which will be offered twice per year. It's designed specifically for clean energy innovators, and that can vary from business type as well. Curriculum will consist of various topics ranging from project management to branding to leadership and more. As mentioned previously, our first incubator cohort training is going to start on March 5th. Our Clean Energy Incubator members will also have access to monthly workshops, one-on-one advisement, participation in our Midwest Innovation Entrepreneur Summit, which we actually hosted yesterday at the College of DuPage, and quarterly corporate collisions with industry partners. Members also will be able to receive grant writing support. We actually just hired a consultant that's a grant writer on our team as well. So we're really excited to have her, and for our companies that are in the incubator, in the Clean Energy Incubator Program, to be able to utilize her services. And then our companies are also able to access any legal assistance, any marketing exposure that we're able to provide. We also have created a green newsletter that we're going to specifically gear towards, because we have a newsletter in general, but we want to make sure we have a newsletter for our clean energy companies, our partners, to be able to see what resources and what workshops and events are happening as well. And then also we are going to have a board of advisors that are going to help advise this program as well, who will come from various different backgrounds too. And companies with the board of advisors, companies are able to access those folks as, mentorship opportunities as well. Next slide. So right now, these are the various companies. We don't have everyone's logo on here because some are in the works, but these are some of the companies who have their logos that we are incubating in our Clean Energy Contractor Incubator Program right now. And it varies from, you have some really technical companies to also companies that are doing renewable energy like solar. We have companies who are working on EV infrastructure. We have companies that are working on energy efficiency tools, and then just various technology solutions to just make things more energy efficient and utilizing less energy. We also have companies that are working on geothermal technology, battery storage. So it really varies, and you can see a lot of our companies on our website at Innovation DuPage, and on our membership website. These companies will be there, and some of them do have websites that are active. Some are in the works of activating their website, so it varies, but you'll be able to see that information on our website as well. Next slide. So this is a little bit more just a background about some of the folks that are part of Innovation DuPage. These are our staff members who are part of the Innovation DuPage team in general, and that consists of full-time staff to consultants to experienced advisors. For example, Mike Varon, he's one of our strategic business advisors that if you are part of the incubator, you would be able to access his expertise and skills and set up advising appointments with him too. And this, again, for the Clean Energy Incubator Program is zero cost. And so folks are able to utilize those different services from our staff. Next slide. And then here specifically is our Clean Energy Incubator Program staff, including me. And then again, we have some advisors on here too, like Ozge Gunny. She's one of our strategic business advisors, specifically hired on for the Clean Energy Incubator Program, but folks are able to set up appointments with her too once they're part of the incubator. And then we have Heidi, who is also our instructional design program instructional design that's helping actually design our cohort program as well. And she's one of our consultants hired on the team as well. Next slide. And then we do have a board of directors. And so these are the various members who are part of the board of directors. Even though we are an independent nonprofit, most of our board directors include College of DuPage leadership, Village of Glen Ellen representation, and other entrepreneurs that are part of our Innovation DuPage members. Next slide. So a little bit too of how we exist. Our founding partners are actually the College of DuPage and the Village of Glen Ellen. We are actually based inside the Village Hall in Glen Ellen. And so we're able to access those resources as well through the Village and the College of DuPage. And once you're a member, you're able to, network with folks from both of these institutions. And they really provide a strong institutional foundation for us for just long-term sustainability. Next slide. And then additionally, we do have research advisors and media partners. We do work closely with Argonne and Fermilab as well. And then some of our strong media partners too are the Daily Herald and WGN. We are consistently on WGN promoting Innovation DuPage, the Clean Energy Incubator Program. We're promoting our members through these media partners too, which is really great. And WGN, in the last couple months has even interviewed folks that are part of the Clean Energy Incubator program as well, asking questions about what their business is, where they're located, what their business does. So it's really cool to see that media promotion of our businesses. Next slide. And some of our academic partners besides College of DuPage, we do work closely with Northern Illinois University, NIU. We also work closely with Elmhurst University, Wheaton College. It's been really great to see these partnerships too. And some of these universities are able to provide interns for our companies and then other programming and educational resources that we partner up with a lot of these institutions. Next slide. And then additionally, we do have investment partners and program sponsors, which varies from various banks that we work closely with. The Small Business Development Center as well. We work closely with them too in Glen Ellen, which is really cool. Um, so we are hosted in the village of Glen Ellen. We have the office space there and the co-working space in the village of Glen Ellen. And then the Small Business Development Center that's based in Glen Ellen is actually right on top of us too. And so we're able to utilize those resources, work closely with them, have those relationships with the Small Business Development Center that we're able to, if we have a business in our incubator and we see they may need some assistance with developing like a business plan, we're able to connect and work directly with the CBDC center upstairs for those businesses to get that assistance when it comes to developing a business plan or other resources they may need from the Small Business Development Center. Next slide. And then we do work closely with our municipalities and various chamber of commerces. We do have various partnerships with various different chamber of commerces across DuPage County. We do a lot of promotional material and promotion and marketing through those channels, their newsletters, their events too. So they're able to, with these partnerships and agreements, they're able to promote our programs and vice versa. And also our members in Innovation DuPage or in the Clean Energy Incubator Program are actually able to access these resources too and these events to attend and meet different partners. Next slide. So once you're part of the incubator, you also get access to our various tech stack. And so we have multiple agreements with the various platforms that you see here on the screen that is anywhere from Salesforce to Madoc to Webflow. And these discounts, there are at discounted price. And based on the agreements we have with each platform, the discounts do vary. But once you're part of our membership, our incubator, you're able to access these platforms at discounted prices. And then we do have our IT project manager on staff who actually does onboarding with each individual business. Which is really cool to have that like that one-on-one experience with an IT project manager to really go through the tech stack and what you're able to access, what the pricing is for each one. And then, a lot of our companies will base it off on their needs, but it's awesome to have these as resources. Next slide. And then if, folks are interested to become part of our Clean Energy Incubator program, we do have an interest form on our website. And then from there, we're able to do an initial meeting with me, the program manager. So we kind of screen to see if you're eligible, if it makes most sense, if you're a good fit for the program too. And from there, I move you along through the process to meet with our managing director and program director. And then there is an MOU sign. It's, making sure that there's an agreement that information isn't shared. It's not an extensive MOU, but it covers, the basics of confidentiality. And once, you're in the program, you get access to different benefits and membership opportunities. So this is a little overview of the Clean Energy Incubator Program. And I also wanted to drop them some things in the chat, some links. I will do that. And then I am open to questions. Yeah, I'm excited to see what questions folks have and what kind of conversation we can have.
I see that I was muted. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Arlinda. It was really great to get to hear about the program. It sounds like you guys have really thought of every challenge that a small business might face as they're trying to scale and identified really great opportunities to set folks up for growth and opportunities. So really excited for this, and it seems like a great opportunity for our members to leverage and grow their clean energy businesses. So as Arlinda mentioned, we have our Q&A session. So looks like Ken has a question. Is there still space available for the March 5th cohort, or is that already passed?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ken. So that has passed. We are full for the March 5th cohort. So the next opportunity would be in September. That's when our second cohort will start and launch. But yes, but if you're interested in learning more about the Clean Energy Incubator, I definitely recommend reaching out to me. And I know Anna dropped in the chat if I could provide my email address, so I will do that as well.
Awesome. And Arlinda, follow up on Ken's question. So, you said that the next cohort starts in September, but what does the timeline look like if folks want to make sure that they have a slot without waiting too long? When does the applications open, and when should folks check? And is there any way that they can get notified when those applications open?
Yeah. So so in general, the Clean Energy Incubator Program, anybody can participate in the Clean Energy Program at any time.
Hmm.
And so you can still access various resources. Let's say, for example, if someone's interested to join the incubator program right now, we do have an interest form, and I will drop that in the chat too. We do have an interest form, and then I will follow up with you to see if you're a good fit for the program, and if you also think you're a good fit for the program, because I think that mutual agreement is makes the most sense. So once I go through the process with you, you can become a member of the Clean Energy program itself. And you can still access like our workshops. We have member meetups. You can access business advising, mentorship opportunities, and just different workshops we'll have throughout the year. So with the cohort that's starting on March 5th, these are folks that have been part of the incubator program for a few months now. And so this is like a very specialized training that they will get. We selected 13 companies that are already in our program to do this cohort training. So you can join the program at any time. And I recommend that if you are interested to join the program at any time. Then when that opportunity in September comes, you will be made aware that first. Because you're part of the program already, you will be made aware that this September training starts. So in order to access that training, you do have to be a member of our clean energy program first.
That's excellent clarification. Thank you so much for that. So it sounds like get involved now, and if you want to be part of that fall cohort, you'll be the first to know when that opportunity comes along.
Exactly.
We do have a couple other questions in the chat. Julian would like to know, are there any after program follow-up or services available for the graduates of the program? And if so, how long does that relationship last?
That is a good question. Sorry, let me drop something in the chat real quick.
Of course.
Okay. So there are follow-up opportunities too once you're part of the program, and you do one of the cohort trainings, you are able to access membership. I believe the membership for example, for our Clean Energy Incubator Program and the cohort training that is going to happen on March 5th, you're still part of the program long term, unless you decide yourself you want to leave. But you're part of the program long term. This is a 3-year funded program. So hopefully, after those 3 years, we get refunded again, but it does last 3 years. So you'll be part of the program unless you yourself decide not to be. But there'll still be continued workshop opportunities. There'll be continued business advising opportunities with our strategic business partners. You'll still be able to access these services and these follow-up opportunities that exist within the cohort program, because you are going to be part of just the program in general. Unless you yourself, like I said, unless you yourself decide that you no longer want to receive our services. But that's usually not what happens. Even with Innovation DuPage, the cohort trainings that they've done previously for just general businesses in general, they maintain active membership, or they maintain engagement with us regardless afterwards to be able to attend different opportunities or workshop opportunities or other trainings that we have.
Perfect. Dan wants to know, are there some good
Sorry, Matt, I couldn't hear you.
My microphone isn't working.
Yeah. You cut out a little bit.
Okay. So Dan wants to know, are there some good steps that small businesses can take in the meantime to prepare for the fall cohort, especially thinking about administrative requirements, hurdles, or technical training to tap into clean energy program networks ahead of that fall cohort?
Yeah, I think what would be really helpful is if there are businesses that are interested in being part of these clean energy incubator programs, like here at Innovation DuPage, is to already, show it reach out to me. We have a connect form, and I had been trying to drop that in the chat, but for some reason I'm not able to drop it in the chat. So the link just like won't enter in there. So my suggestion is to already become one of our members. So we are zero cost because it is completely funded by CEJA and by DCEO. We are zero cost for clean energy businesses or contractors. So you're able to become part of our program. And so before that September fall cohort-based training starts, you'll be able to work on things throughout that time. Once you're a member of our program in general, you'll be able to work on different administrative issues that you have. You'll be able to, do advising appointments with our strategic advisors. You'll be able to get mentorship actually from myself too, and from my director, our program director, Ricardo Magian. So there are opportunities before that cohort starts in September in the fall to really work on things that your business may need or may want to, grow, or just some of the challenges, to kind of look at some of the challenges you're having if you're looking to grow. You can access already, you can access resources in the meantime before you join that cohort.
Perfect. It looks like that might be all the questions we have in the chat for right now. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask one question to clarify for everyone, of course,
Yeah.
because you guys are Innovation DuPage. So, does the incubator program take any? Oh, I'm so sorry. That was a, a different one. Can a company be from anywhere outside of DuPage County and still join the program, or is this for DuPage County businesses only?
So as right now, the state hasn't provided strict guidelines of our businesses and contractors only being from DuPage County. We can take any business or contractor from throughout the region, throughout our collar counties, through the city. So you can be from anywhere at this time, until, the state provides any other guidelines. But yeah, we're taking folks from anywhere. We have even some businesses, from one of the research institutions at Urbana-Champaign at U of I
Oh, wow.
down here that are part of our membership right now, our Clean Energy Incubator Program.
Awesome. Well, we're at 12:35, and I think that's all the time we have for today. So a special thanks to you, Arlinda, for the presentation that you gave today. And a special thanks to everyone who joined us. We will be following up and sharing this slide deck presentation as a PDF so that you can all go back and reference anything that you may need. And if you want to get in contact with Arlinda or Innovation DuPage, plenty of links in the chat here, and we'll have those with the email as well. So if you want to stay in the loop for future hub programming, you can sign up for our newsletter, follow us on LinkedIn, and check out our website. Thank you all and have a great weekend.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care. Thank you.